Welcome back to the vlog, guys. Hope y'all are having a great day. It is nice and toasty in the greenhouse today. We're at 85 in here, and it's supposed to be around 75 out there, which out there feels amazing. It's after lunch and things have warmed up quite nicely. It wasn't that cold this morning. I've got my jacket hanging over there. I don't think it'll be back on me today. I've got tomatoes popping up, and I'm wanting to plant some more flowers, get everything kind of going at the same time. I think I'm gonna do another flat and just put all marigolds in there because I like to sprinkle those in and around some of my other stuff. They say, planting them beside some of your garden stuff will keep, bugs and things like that away. So every little bit helps, plus they're really pretty. And I'm also fixing to cut my mully grass up front because it's huge, and every time we have a storm, pieces of it start blowing off and getting all in my rock beds. So that's one thing that I want to do. Quit talking and now the vent fan goes off. The guys are gonna split wood today. They brought a big old pile of it up last night. Then my husband used this chainsaw, cuts up the big logs, and then they load it up, bring it up here, and then they're gonna split it and stack it. So it's a whole process. As you can see, it's time to fill up the woodshed again. You wanna do it before it gets really hot, because when it gets hot, it's no fun to do at all. Those are coming up everywhere, little dandelions. It's about time. I've been working in this back bed, so it's starting to get, I'm getting the weeds out. We're getting there. I'm thinking about putting like a little stone border just to kind of, I don't know, maybe. It's a thought. I have lots of thoughts. Sometimes they don't come to fruition, but they cross my mind. I've laid out some marigold seeds. I found some in here. But I've got these. Actually, I think I got those at the dollar store. 4 for $1. And then I've got those Champion Mix and a whole bunch of seeds down here. And I think I saw some marigolds earlier. I think there's some in there, which would be a whole bunch of seeds. They're everywhere. Need to get some organization going on in here. We have a massive fan that we need to get out of here. Y'all, that was another story. I should have filmed it, but my ear was totally bad that day. We had a skunk spray down here, and it was bad. I guess it sprayed like right underneath the door. I mean, it just like backed up next to it and just let it go. I don't know, but it stunk so bad. Like it just went up into the house and you could smell it all the way upstairs. We had candles lit and everything for days. And then Joe came down here, put this at the door, and we were just like trying to get the smell out. It took like days, but it finally worked. And then several days later, it went and did the same thing at Seth's house. So he has the candles now. Let's check out the fishies. Hey, fishies. I had one fish that didn't make it out of this last batch that I got. But luckily, I still have my pretty one, and I have the more too. He's hiding somewhere though. I think he's in that bush. I hope he's okay. I can see his little mouth moving. He hides in the plants a lot. Alright, let's get the seeds out of this. What I do is I normally just take all the top of this off. Alright, I'm going to dump that out. That's just the flower petals. Now with zinnias, they're kind of different. When you pull the petal off, it's kind of like a little shovel at the end of it. And you can kind of break that off or put the whole petal in the soil. And those have a fragrance. I can still smell the marigold smell. I'm going to pull these out of here. And this is why you don't really need to buy seeds, because look how many is in these. I mean, that's not everything. I'll show you in a minute. There's so many in here. And if you buy a pack of seeds, you may pay anywhere from $1 to $5 for a pack of seeds, and you won't get not even the amount you'll get in one flower. So definitely save your flowers at the end of the season. And this will be so many seeds. I could do a ton of flats or direct sow them as well. Just make sure you look on the back of the seed packet for whenever you start your seeds. Your zone and your last frost date and all that have to do with when you start certain seeds. Did y'all see those seeds in there? See that? They're inside encapsulated in that little part of the lower part of the flower. And that's so cool. in nature, these would just dry up and eventually just kind of dry out, and the wind would blow them and they would scatter and reseed, or a bird would carry them off somewhere. So yeah, a lot of times things will come up the next year and I didn't even plant them. Now these are the seeds from 4 flowers. Look at that. That is awesome. And I said I was going to do 1 flat, but that just makes me want to do more than that. So I have spots for more, so I may do like 3. I don't know. I have a lot of marigolds. But it beats going and buying them at the nursery, because you could probably buy a pack of 4 for, I don't know, $5 or $8 probably. I don't know what they are this year. Probably more. Alright, I'm going to take them out here and soak them real good. I think I'm going to water my tomatoes and my other flowers. Alright, I had a snack. Come back outside. I just can't stay in when it's this pretty out. I think Eli's out here working on wood. Said he's gonna work on it before Joe came home. That yellow wood.
I don't know, it's really fresh. It's hard to cut.
Yeah, that's what he said. We're not sure what it is. Anybody know? Uh-oh. Good morning. We are cutting down our muley grass. We're going to get gloves because this thing is like razor sharp. We used to do it with scissors, but it got so big that that was just not working out too well, because you have to like wrap a rope around it so you can like even get close to it. So this works better. And I've hired a yard maintenance man today.
Hired. I'm not being paid.
Free labor.
Hired.
Actually, you are. You live here for free. Got it. Now we just got a mess to clean up. All over the yard. Well guys, we were on the way to the audiologist to get my hearing aids fixed, and the car broke down. It looked like a Christmas tree on the dash and doing all kinds of crazy things, and then we lost steering. Like, it never got pulled off the road. So now we're in a fancy subdivision, and one person has already asked us what we were doing. He was trying to help us, but we look like we're out of place, so. Anyways.
I think it's all because it'll click when it turns over, but you got a brand new battery.
Yeah, we got a battery just like literally
power
before I got sick.
I think it's
But wonder what those lights meant all over the dash.
They just do that.
They do.
Yeah. Because and it might not. Those lights might be because it's not charging them. alternative.
Well, it was saying something about the tire, but why would the power steering go out like
What are you
that?
talking about, that tire?
It showed that little
That
light.
thing's been on since like October.
No, it showed like another car, like a picture of a car down below
It's
it.
the thing right there on the edge. It shows your name.
I've never seen that before.
It beeps when you're close to people. What do you mean you haven't seen that before? I hope you see that every time. That's why it screams at you.
Well, anyways, they rescheduled my appointment. I don't drive much.
Yeah, I know. I drive you everywhere.
I have a chauffeur. I like having a chauffeur.
Like that, he'll turn the lights on for everything.
Yeah, because it's not charging them.
That's most likely what it is.
Update. We're still waiting. We have a tow truck on the way. Right?
Yep.
I'm still shaking. Eli's trying to get me to relax, though.
It's not working.
It's not working. It's not working. Luckily, I wasn't driving because I would have had a full-blown panic attack and probably start crying in the middle of the road. We just got an update. It's 1:37 and I'm getting I'm getting text messages from the towing place, and they said they're going to be here at 2:47. So it's like an hour and 10 minutes. Yeah. Anyways. Update. Joe just picked me up. I left Eli with the car, waiting on the tow truck. They are going to get me in at 2 o'clock to have my hearing aid adjusted. And then we're going to go pick up Eli. That's our plan. They're taking our car to the dealership, so I think that's where we're going to get Eli at, if they let him ride with the tow truck driver. Hey guys, it's been a day. So, my audiologist appointment was at 1:30. I was taking my hearing aids up there because they had like static in them. I could hear static. And y'all, I don't need to hear static because I already hear tinnitus in my ears. Don't need something else to the mix. So took it up there. My appointment was at 1:30. We missed that. So I called him to tell him I couldn't make it. But she's like, well, we got a cancellation at 2. So I wasn't sure I was going to make it. But Joe got there in time and he ran me up there while Eli stayed with the car. The record guy met him. He rode with the record guy. They made it to the dealership. My audiologist appointment, we got up there and she listened. She's got like this little device she can stick on my hearing aid speaker and put it in her ear. She's like, I hear it. I was like, I'm glad you do, because I was thinking I was going crazy. Crazier than I already am. But she's like, no, I hear it. She tried a few things in the program, didn't work. Then she changed out speakers, still didn't work. So she called Oticon and they had like some steps they could walk her through, and I think it's better. I think we've got it working. So we've made it over here to the dealership, met Eli over here and the record guy, and they're really busy. I don't know if we're going to be able to take it home. So I think we're going to have to leave it here. I don't know if we have to leave it the whole weekend because it's Thursday, but we might. So, yeah, it's just been a day, y'all. It's been one of those days. But it happens, right? It happens.